In this video, I'm going to go over the difference between Google Takeout and Google Transfer. So we're getting to the end of the year, and we might have some lucky teachers that are retiring, and you might want to take your files with you. Or maybe you're a student and you are about to graduate and you want to safeguard these important Google files, all of these wonderful things that you've created in your school account. So I'm going to go through the different features and benefits of Google Takeout and Google Transfer so that you can make an informed decision on what you want to do. All right, so the first one is Google Takeout. What Google Takeout is going to do is it's going to take your files out and it's going to put them into a zip drive. And then this downloadable zip file, you can then put on a USB to add to your computer, and then if you would want to, you can then upload it to your personal Gmail account. Google Transfer, on the other hand, is a simple transfer of your Google files from a school Google account to a personal Gmail account. Now, you do have to have a Gmail account to do the Google Transfer, but it is quite easy to create a Google account, and it is free. So the difference between Takeout is you are downloading files, and Google Transfer, you are transferring ownership of those files. So let's look at this Venn diagram and let's dig into the differences and the similarities between Takeout and Transfer. We'll start in the middle with the similarities. When you do Takeout or Transfer, it does not delete original Google account files. So you're not deleting them from your school account. The second thing is it allows you to have access to your files in the event your original account is deactivated or deleted. So seniors, when you leave, when you graduate, your Google account here at school is deleted. Teachers, when you retire, your Google account is deleted. So you need to get your stuff out. And also, this is a safe encrypted method to download or transfer files. So this is safe. Now let's look at how they're different. So Google Takeout, these files are exported to be compatible with other software outside of Google. So when you download your Google files, when you download your Google Docs, what it does is it downloads it as a Word document. And also with Google Takeout, you can set it to export on a time schedule to create. So you could set it up where it downloads your files every 2 months, and then you can just constantly have a backup of your files. Google Transfer and also with Google Takeout, it downloads a variety of Google services. So it does Google Photos, Google Chat, Google Classroom, Google Calendar even. So it's got a lot of different services, and YouTube, I think. Now that's all Google Takeout. So that's Google Takeout. Google Transfer, you must have an education account to start this process, and it must be allowed in G Suite for Education in the admin setting. Now, it is allowed at our school at Washington Local, but if you're from another district and you're watching this video and you're a teacher in another district and you get an error message, you need to contact your Google for Education, your administrator, and have Google Transfer turned on. And then with Google Transfer, your files stay usable within the Google ecosystem. So a Google Doc stays a Google Doc. Google Sheet stays a Google Sheet. And with that being said, you have to have a second Google account. And it will do your Gmail and your things in your Drive. So it transfers Drive files and email files only. How do we get to Google Takeout and Google Transfer? You can go to takeout.google.com. That's how you get to Google Takeout. And then Google Transfer is takeout.google.com/transfer. So here is takeout.google.com. Now the first thing you'll notice is there are a lot of options. There's 55. You can see right here at the top, 55 of 55 selected. What I would suggest you to do is just deselect all of them and then go through each one and see what you want to actually take out. And then I'm going to click the next step. So once you've selected what you want, it's up to you. And then you have these options. What I'm going to do and what I would suggest you do is send you a link via email. So it'll send it to your school email, because that's the email account that I'm on right now, is my school account. It will send me an email with a link that I can then download. So what I like about that option is I could open up that email on my home computer at home and then download the files on my personal computer. So that's why I want to do the email link, and that's what I would suggest. Here's the frequency that we talked about earlier. For this example, I'm just going to export it once, but you could export it every 2 months for a year. The type of file, I want a zip file because that's a pretty recognizable file. And right here, file size is 2 gigs, but it can go up to 10. And then I would click Create Export. This might take a while, so don't expect it to be like the next day. It may take up to a week. Now, I did notice up here, it does say that your data from some service is unavailable for export because your workspace administrator has disabled them. I should probably reach out to Dr. Bob and see what is disabled. All right, so now let's take a look at Google Transfer. So you can see that this is a little different. First thing it wants to know is it wants to know the destination account. So that is my personal email, so where it's going to go. If you do not have an email account, you can create an email account right here. And just be mindful that Google does put a limit on the amount of storage you have in your personal Gmail account. So if you know that you already have a bunch of stuff in your personal Gmail, you may just want to create a new Gmail account that has all of your WLS information. So maybe you're going to call it Retirement Time Yay 2024. You could do that. You can call it whatever you want. So you can create an account. I'm just going to put my personal account in here. And when I do that, I have to it's going to send me a code to my personal Gmail. And the reason it does that is because it wants to make sure that you do have access to this account. So it sends me a verification code, and I'm going to paste that code in here and then verify my account. The only 2 options I have with this is to transfer the content from my Drive or my Gmail. Now, Gmail, I don't want all of my Gmails from Washington Local Schools. No offense. But I'm going to have just the items from my Drive. So I'm going to click Start Transfer, and I'm going to have to verify my account again. All right, so it says I'm all set. And what that'll look like, as it says, it may take up to a week for the transfer to complete, and I will get an email when it's done. And in my personal Google Drive, I'm going to see a new file folder, and it's going to be labeled with my school account name, and it's going to have all of the folders that I have. Before you do the transfer, I strongly suggest you going through your Google Drive and cleaning out old files that you don't want to be transferred to your personal Gmail. One quick way to get rid of very large files in your Google Drive is when you go to your Drive, click on the storage. So right here is storage. When I click on storage, it's going to give me my largest files first, okay? So like this, of course, if you look at these are videos. So that is I upload all my videos to YouTube because I know they take up so much space in my drive. And then this vision board, the reason that one is so large is because it has a ton of photos in it. So what I want to do is I want to delete all of these actually. So if you find that you want to delete some, I'm going to click Control and I'm going to delete all of these that I can see right here. And what I can do is I can simply drag them to the trash. So you can see trashed items 13, and then they will be deleted forever after 30 days. But let's say I'm retiring in less than 30 days and I need these to be gone now. I can go into my trash right here, and then I can go up here and empty the trash and delete everything forever. Now you might say, you know, I like both of these options. Well, go for it. You can definitely do Google Takeout and Google Transfer. You can do both. You don't have to just select one. I hope this video helped explain the difference between Google Transfer and Google Takeout. And it got your files either downloaded or transferred, or like I said, you can do both. All right, have a great day.